entrance to the submachine goes deeper than you think. In fact, it may throw you for a loop. Hello guys, what is up? I am the F121 and welcome back to Flash Fridays, where I give you guys a blast from the past with games from the past as I continue my Let's Play of Submachine Legacy for the PC, a re-edition version of the Submachine series that was available through Flash. Last time, we cleared up the lighthouse and got ourselves stuck in a loop apparently as we entered the third game in the series. So in this episode, you know what's happening. It's Submachine 3, The Loop. Because I hype for that. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for our content if you're new, and ring that bell to notify anyone on the channel. Last episode on the card up here. And once again, of course, Salem is back for me to see this through.
Hello.
And around the game, what do you know? There's something different. Like, firstly, no intro, and then we have this thing.
Interesting.
And it looks like we are just stuck. Oh wow, actually this is a unique area itself. Ooh. Oh yeah, this thing. Well first, I think I'm missing something, or is it just... Or I just press a button. I think it looks like it. Because if I hit the lever back at the start, I think... If I can find it, that is. Whoa, that's trippy. Nothing happens anymore. So, let's see what happens if we hit the switch. There it is. Oh. So
this is a map. Interesting.
Yeah, there's the map, of course, and this is just saying this is the map tile, this is the main tile right here, but it looks like there's nothing else. Seems like. Or is there? He said to mark this paper every time I pass it. So this is the number of times he passed the paper, but then all of a sudden it just looks as though it goes into a complete loop. And we can't grab the paper this time. Interesting. There it is! So that is our watch, I guess, to mark which room we're in. The rooms reset every other cycle. The compass will reappear soon. If only I knew which cycle I'm in. Interesting. Never stroll away from the center. Never. I had a companion once. She said she wanted to check how far these rooms go. I'd never seen her again.
Morbid.
Whoa. I've been here before. I remember those damn looping rooms. If only I could remember what was that all about. Some machine unlocking further connections, a compass showing me coordinates. Yes! It was all about the coordinates. But there's no compass in here now. What to do? Dad? Believe it or not, it's actually a reference. This is one of the notes you would find in Submachine 4, the lab, which is the next game we're going to after this episode. Kind of interesting they put the note right here. And as that note suggests, yes, the rooms go on indefinitely. You can see the number on that side, you can see that that number is ever increasing, and that number never stops. Or at least, that's what the lore likes to imply. Let's go back to the center. And with that watch, we can now enter to the next part. Ooh, so we have this map. Now, in the original map, it only showed the center and the points of running points in the map. This time they're showing not only the known running points, but also where the map is located, which is kind of cool. Apparently we have 6 points around the middle point that we have to go to. And the puzzle here is very simple. Just hit all 6 switches. And once that happens, you can see that the bottom orb down here turns green. It was blue earlier just now because we had some activated, then it turns green. And once you get to the center, we get deeper into the loop. Ooh, okay, this one's one of my favorite puzzles actually. Although I'd like to point out something I just realized. In your original game, right was added 1 to the left counter and left subtracted 1 to the left counter. But I realized that in this version, the up and downs are actually reversed. Up now decreases the right counter by 1, and down increases it by 1. It did the opposite in the original version, if you're wondering, Salem.
Understand.
Now, this is one of my favorite puzzles too. We hit a switch, and it reveals a random number of some sort. Let me think yourself what that's supposed to mean. Well, look at the number, how the numbers are ordered. 4, 1. And we have 2 numbers on our tracker. Let's head it to 4, 1. Room 4, 1 real quick and hit what happens if we hit that. Ah, we got ourselves a green light. So basically, whatever
3,
room...
3.
Yeah, so whatever room the switch is telling us, we go to that room. Another noteworthy change is that in the original version, as I get all 6 green lights, there were 5 of those panels, and they were all top right, northeast of the center. In this version, only 16 panels, and they're all southeast of the center. Also, we have new music in this version. Right here, we have 2 switches and 2 lights. These switches only activate if both of these lights here are green. But what are to the left and right of it? These things. Now, on the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right of the center, there are 4 panels that look very similar. But there's a catch. There is a code that all 4 of those panels are supposed to have. How do you figure out the panel? Well, notice there are 3 sets of switches that will allow us to swap some of the numbers. One of those numbers in each of those panels is fixed, and that's because that is the correct number that each of the codes is supposed to have. So in this case, these 3 switches control these 3 numbers here, but not the top right number. So the top right number we now know is 4. Let's change it for this panel real quick. And here you might have noticed, what's the number that is fixed?
The top left, yeah.
So we now know that's 4. So 4, 4 something. What's the number fixed on the bottom left? 5. And here actually you can just cheat the game a little bit.
something.
4452 apparently. And once we get the code for 2 of the panels right here, we can activate the switch. So now let's replicate the code 4452 in each of these panels. And we're good to go. On to the next puzzle. And we have some panels around here. That's a lot. We have 6 different dots spread around this area. Interesting. Let's go to one of them. This has the number 6. This has the number 2. That has the number 3. That has the number 1. I think you know where this is going. We need to hit all these 6 switches in order. It's similar to the first puzzle, but this time, there's an order we need to hit them in.
Yep, hope you remember where they are.
Well, I don't even need to remember. There's a map, remember?
Yeah, but I mean the order of which number is which.
Yeah, I want to speedrun this level, that is. On to the next part. Notice how there's a trend with this this particular game. Oh, is this the one I'm thinking of? Yes. Okay. So in this particular... Wait. No, sorry. In this particular level, the map used to be a lot different in this version. In the original version. Now it's all on the bottom right. Now right here, you think to yourself, okay, this could be numbers. But no, they are letters. So how are you supposed to solve this puzzle? Well, just like those ever popular code decoders where a letter represents a number, take a look at the room we're in, and that corresponds to the letter. So 1, 2 means AB. 2, 4 represents BD, and so on and so forth. Pretty cool, eh? And ta-da! With all 6 green lights, let's head on further. Ooh, this was a different kind of map. Oh! Okay, this was a
Hey,
bit...
there's the symbol we saw before.
Yeah, but not only that. Not only are the symbols similar, but this actually has a bit of a twist. Last time, the map screen was broken, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Now, at least the map is shown for you so you can see where all of the panels are. But interesting enough, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots. But that's because to the left of the center is this. This is how we're going to get out of this level. We'll take a look at the other 6 dots and look at their locations. You see we have a symbol and a number. We go back to this that system and we can control what symbol is shown on each of the slots. I think you know where this is going. Find all 6 symbols, form all them all, and
pad of paper for this.
Yeah, or you could just, well, just keep going back if you are patient enough. So right there, that is like a deck chair of some sort, or a reverse deck chair. There we go. That's a K. That's a U. Oh. That's the one problem. You actually skip the symbol, you have to click all the way back. That's a slingshot. I'm just gonna call it a slingshot. I think
It's like a Y.
I think there's one above, I think. Yeah, no, that's the one I already saw. I think there's one below. Yep.
Division symbol.
Yeah, I guess you could say the division symbol. And as long as you get all them correct, we can move on forward. Ah, there's the broken switch screen. We have a switch that cannot be hit yet. And we have these things. But how are you supposed to know where these things, how these things are orientated? Well, we head back to the center and look at this. We have some sort of projector. But where's the switch? Why, it's above here. Nice thing that is that the code did not change from its base game. So starting from this panel, it goes... And if you think you have the correct code, head back to the center. And ta-da! So you notice this trend. The loop is just all miniature puzzles going forward. But will it ever stop?
Can we escape the loop?
Exactly. Now here we have 4 different panels right here. Down here we have a panel at room 1, 2. We have a panel on room 1, -1. And we have a panel at -2, -1. Why am I saying the numbers? That's because if we head to that last dot that's below here, we have some sort of mechanism and a switch. Remember the rooms I talked about? Well, let's see what happens if I, let's just say, put the code of that room in there. The switch is down and it stays down until we head to that room and... That's a cool sound effect.
Egg.
And finally... Oh, wrong one. Wait, did I put the correct one? Hang on. That's... Oh, wait, that's -1, -2. Or -2, -1, one of the two. There we go. Bam! Honestly, I quite like this Submachine. That's one of my favorites. The map panel's gone. We have numbers above and numbers below. I think you know where this is going. 3 of the numbers here are set in stone, 6, 4, and 5. And above here, the Roman numerals, there's also 3 numbers that are set in stone, 6, 6, and 2. Very similar to the 4-panel number code that we saw earlier. We just had to figure out what the ultimate code is. So in this case, it's 6, 4, 6, 5, 562. So 645, 646, 562. Ta-da! Whoa, that's a lot of dots. But hang on a second. If we try going to those dots, there's nothing there. There's nothing in those panels that you saw earlier, so you may be thinking, so what is the point? Well, that's because that map is not supposed to be followed. It's supposed to be copied on the other side. We have a map panel that is empty, but we can actually click the dots inside. I think you know where this is going. We need to copy the map here on this side. And as soon as we do that, we can move on. Although in the original version, there will be a switch below the center that we had to hit in order to progress on. Ooh, another one. But as soon as you come back, there's this note that comes out of nowhere. Have you noticed that with each puzzle solved, you move deeper below ground? That doesn't look like a good escape plan. The machine itself is a giant trap. In order to escape, you must stop solving puzzles or you just remain in the loop perpetually. The loop is timeless, spaceless, without beginning nor end. It's the worst place you could have found yourself after teleporting from the lighthouse. Here's what I want you to do. Don't open the door in 0-0. Instead, look for a green leaf and bring it to the stabilizer in -12-9. This should disconnect you from the loop, in which case you should arrive at the lab, or somewhere nearby. Good luck, Myrrh. We finally get a message from Myrrh once again, but it looks like he wants us out of that loop as soon as possible. But you may be thinking to yourself, what if I ignore Myrrh's instructions? Well, you would get stuck forever, and you would game over. This is the only Submachine game in the series where you could perpetually game over. Kinda cool, eh?
Interesting.
Now right here, oh, actually, now here's the thing. There is a puzzle of some sort, but let's find the leaf first. There's our leaves. Now, it's time to actually show you the actual way you're supposed to do the puzzle if you wanted to just stay in the loop forever. RGW equals 106. This is... okay, we don't even know the color. Oh, actually, no, we don't even know the colors. Oh, actually, oh, okay. So the original version, the colors will actually be shown, but in this case, there's an extra clue that's added. Here, I think Matiox will ever scratch in the colors. Note that the colors are shown for each one. So here is red, yellow, white. And here, red, green, white is 106. So red we need to hit 1 of, and white 6 of. But we don't know yellow yet. But we know green, which is 0. So we go to the green panel. Yeah, the green one will be 0. And then there's another code here that says blue, purple, yellow, 406. So yellow is 6, I believe. Now let's see if I hit this. It's correct. Blue and green. No, not blue and green. Blue and purple. Blue is 4, purple is 0. There we go. And if we go back to the center, we can hit the button. But as I said before, that will lead to a game over. So, let's head instead to room -12-9 and see if there's some sort of pedestal that Myrrh has talked us about.
Shame we can't save and show the game over.
Nah, I'm not able to, sadly. Whoa! Actually, this looked a lot different. In the original version, there would just be a pedestal on the left side here to put the leaf on. But instead, we have this cool looking thing which you can put the leaf on. And that is the end of Submachine 3, The Loop. See you next time for Chapter 4, The Lab. Peace.